Thank you so much for showing an interest in learning more about Second Chances Wildlife Center. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to conserve wildlife through rehabilitation and education. What that means is that we take care of injured and orphaned wildlife. People might find us or be referred by veterinarians in this area, by Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. We'll take in those animals and we will raise them till they're old enough and are able to survive on their own. We teach programs to local schools, community groups, scout groups, summer camp programs, and with us, our education animals accompany us. If an animal comes to us that is just too healthy to euthanize, but is not able to survive on its own, we give their life purpose and they become our education ambassadors. This is Blackjack. He is our education raccoon. Blackjack is like no other raccoon. His personality is so sweet. And of course, he is being this sweet because he is used to us. We obtained him at about 3 months of age. Somebody was trying to take care of him, which I commend them for. Unfortunately, they fed him all the wrong things. They were feeding him cow milk, which wildlife just cannot digest the calcium. So he ended up with something called metabolic bone disease, which is a severe calcium deficiency. When we took him to a veterinarian to get x-rays, you could not even see a lot of his bones. They were in such bad shape. And although we treated that, the secondary problem is his hip joints did not join at his pelvis as they should. So he really does not even walk very well. He has to really concentrate on each step. He would not be able to climb trees or run away from a predator out in the wild. This is Benny. Benny is a little miracle. He is such an inspiration to me, our team, anybody who meets him. Benny came in at only 2 days old. He was only 35 grams, which is about the weight of a couple packs of gum. And somebody's dog had found him, so he had several puncture wounds on him. And the lady that brought him to us had him wrapped in a towel. And unfortunately, one of the little towel loops got caught on his umbilical cord and pulled it off before it should have come out, and that gave him an umbilical hernia. And while we were hoping for his hernia to go away or for him to grow big enough for surgery, the hernia grew with him, and it made his back leg grow in sideways and a bone drop. So he does have all 4 limbs, but he only has use of 3 of them. He had the hernia removed, but the reason why he cannot be released into the wild is because of his 4th limb. He can run. He would get it caught on things out in the wild. And you can see here, he's really small. He's only about 2.5 pounds. And a skunk this age, which is almost 1, he should really be about 8, possibly even 10 pounds. So he's just our little baby Benny. He's so special. A typical day here at our current location during baby season is quite busy. We'll get up we'll be in feeding the first animals around 8 o'clock, and we'll be finishing up at around 11 o'clock. If they are neonatals, there's also a middle of the night around 3 a.m. feeding that has to be done. Sometimes the animals are fed every 2 hours, and of course then we have to clean them and make sure that they go to the bathroom, and it is a huge commitment. There's some days that, to be quite honest, I am so exhausted that feeding and cleaning animals is the last thing I need to do, but they're depending on us. Their whole life is depending on us, and they know what time they're supposed to eat, and they let us know. It's very rewarding when they go back out to the wild to think that our team has allowed this to happen and helped this animal return to the wild. Why are we important? Sometimes well-intended, good-hearted people are forced to take care of orphaned or injured wildlife, and this creates a risk of injury or disease to themselves, as well as significant problems for the animal, and it's just due to the lack of adequate knowledge of the needed care. We reduce, resolve, and prevent human-wildlife conflicts. Many people call us with questions on how to get rid of an animal or stop it from nesting in a certain location. And we provide safe, humane, and cost-effective solutions. We provide early detection of wildlife disease outbreaks. This can help save pets and human lives. We notify and work with the public health department as well as Fish and Wildlife. We educate the community about wildlife and the environment. We are licensed through the Federal Fish and Wildlife, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, and the USDA. Now, even though we are licensed through the government, we do not receive any funding through the city or state or federal government. We rely solely on donations, so it's very important that we do receive the support of our community so we can continue our mission of conservation of wildlife. There is no other wildlife center anywhere in Louisville or the surrounding counties like us. Our community depends on us. We receive about 400 phone calls each year with people requesting our help. We need your support in order to continue this important mission. For more information, please visit our website at secondchanceswildlife.org.